The influence of Resident Evil 4 cannot be overestimated. During the development of this game, Capcom came up with the Devil May Cry series, and after its release many titles looked up into as an example of exemplary game design and outstanding variety of game mechanics. Considering that the original Resident Evil 4 has aged quite well, this is not to say that the game really needed a remake, but apparently once you start this pipeline, it's already hard to stop. Therefore, in March 2023 we received a remake of the 4 and the publisher probably has 2 or 3 more reissues of classic titles in store. Well, at the core of it, Resident Evil 4 Remake has remained the same as the original game. Again, Leon Kennedy goes to Spain in search of Ashley, the daughter of the American president, who was kidnapped by a sinister organization. Again, he has to fight the villagers in village, look for the key to charge, hunt the huge monster in the lake, clear the castle from mutant castleists, and so on. You habitually try to place equipment in the cells of the case, and when you see purple lights, you joyfully rush to them, knowing that you will meet a merchant there. As before, you mix herbs of different colors to create healers, insert germs into jewelry sockets to increase their value for sale. Save visitors to buy new and improve existing weapons. Everything is the same as before, but a little different. Although the plot has not undergone major changes. The developers slightly shuffled and redid the scenes, some episodes were made shorter, some were expanded. Some were cut altogether, so it turned out in the remake there is no absolutely stupid, but spectacular and exciting escape from a giant statue. On the other hand, the lake near the village was allowed to freely explore by boat, mooring on interesting places full a lot of opponents. All this made it possible to withstand the high pace of the story. The remake does not sag in captives through the entire passage. As for the gameplay changes, there is nothing to complain about. Leon is now more mobile than in the original Resident Evil 4, he can aim and move at the same time, deftly duck down to avoid enemy blows, violently beat up stunned opponents, and also use a knife more actively, which can now even block the attack of mutant in chainsaw. The hero basic blade wears out over time and needs to be repaired at merchant, but other knives can be found in the game. There are used both of attacks and finishing moves are for crafting. And what can be crafted can be bought and not always for money. The merchant periodically issues instructions. Either you need to destroy all the blue medallions over the area, then kill 3 rats, fight the golden egg, or even deal with a mini-boss. For this, Leon will receive a spinel, which is exchanged for weapons and parts for him, gunpowder, receipts, improvements for the case, and other upgrades. In some locations near the merchant, you can find an elevator that will send the player to the shooting range. There you can win tokens that are spent in the local machine on figures that are attached to the case and give various passive bonus, such as permanent discount on all goods. In view of this, the economy of Resident Evil 4 Remake feels rather overcomplicated. Also, on the other hand, if you play game not on hard, you cannot bother with completing additional quests and achieving ideal results in the dash. Speaking of changes, one can help but notice how good the remake looks like and sounds, so not always. If at the beginning, while Leon makes his way through the mist-shrouded forest, the graphics are delightful, then closer to the final at the military base, the monotons of landscapes do not look so exciting. Detailing in the games is a little bit best, but still no ice, blurry texture flashes. Yes, and the requirements for the amount of the video memory in the PC version are discouraging, although this is a common disease of all parts of the Resident Evil series on the RE4 engine. Well, the Resident Evil 4 remake turned out to be a high quality and existing, the changes only benefit him, although they left a slight feeling of annoyance from the lack of cutscenes. It is the worst playing boss for those who are familiar with the original and for beginners. Well, Capcom, given the financial success of Resident Evil 4 Remake, is probably preparing a new re-release. We hope that not the detriment of the development of new games in the franchise. Thanks for watching and bye bye.